Hello there. Welcome to uARFID What You Eat, a channel where we deal with the issues that somebody who has avoidant restrictive food intake disorder might be dealing with on a daily basis. Today we are going to be trying a food out, and that food is carrot.
Got a carrot, it's a carrot, it's a carrot.
Alright, so first and foremost, my pre-existing relationship with carrots is that I have had them in the past. I've tried them out multiple times in my life. Can't say I've ever liked them. I've had them in a variety of contexts, in salad, which I don't usually like salads anyway, so maybe that's not the carrot's fault. I've had them fried in medallion form before, I've had them buttered, didn't like any of it, honestly, just they weren't for me really. It's been a long time since I've had them though, like I don't try them out very often. I'd say it's probably been a couple of years since I tried a carrot. So you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and give these fellas another go today. Color's not bad. I don't know why, maybe it's because I associate it with cheese or something, I don't know. I don't like the ribbed quality of it. It kind of just keeps going, the texture is a little strange. Very earthy, very potatoey almost, I suppose. I don't like all the strings popping out of it. I never like stringiness in food, generally speaking. It's a texture I don't enjoy, especially when it gets stuck in your teeth and you just can't get rid of it. If it's a flavor you don't like, or if it's a texture you really don't like and you just can't get rid of it. Stringiness sucks for that. Uncut smell, just going into it. It's not strong, but it's not appetizing. Honestly, it smells like I'm just smelling a handful of dirt. Not a tasty smell, but not a horrifying smell either. Not like, ugh, To my understanding though, a lot of people, they generally, they skin a carrot first before they have it, so we're gonna do that too. Let's give it a second smell now that it's kind of breathing a little bit underneath the skin. Okay, it's actually, it almost has a fruity smell to it. Still kind of earthy, but not nearly as bad actually. This is actually a slightly appealing smell, I have to admit. Okay, not that appealing, but let me take a look at that little skinned up there. Well, it begins to kind of like a squash quality at this point, Not that I know squashes very well, but from what I've seen of other people eating them, it kind of seems to have that texture. And the feel's not terrible. I do prefer the drier outside of it, but it's not mushy or anything. I'm happy for that. I tend to like crunchier. And to my understanding, carrots are usually pretty crunchy, so that should be cool. Why don't we just cut a little piece of this off and give it a try. It doesn't look like the texture changes too much in the middle. I'm just feeling that even. I don't know. I was trying cucumber the other day, for example, and cucumber had this awful just meltiness in the middle where it just becomes this wet, gross thing. This doesn't seem to have that. It's it's got sliminess to it, which isn't great, but part of eating a vegetable or a fruit, basically, right? I do like that it's really firm. It's holding its shape here, so this should be a nice crunchy bite. If rabbits on cartoons have taught me anything, is that this should be nice and crunchy. Just gonna get my fingers on it here just to get a feel for it. One thing I've been learning about is that if you have issues of foods, or if you have ARFID, one of the best ways to try to get past that is to just really interact with the food in a more direct way. So cutting it up, touching it, smelling it, just kind of, I don't know, demystifying it to some degree. The more you touch it, the more you kind of smell it, all that kind of stuff. Just working with it can kind of help the mind reset a little bit and realize that this isn't such a big deal. Because food can be such a big deal when you have ARFID. Such simple foods, just like a little carrot here. This can terrify someone like myself. If this just appeared on my plate and someone said you had to eat this, I would be so nervous. This is how food is for me. Some foods I've been nervous about, this one I'm not feeling too bad about. So let's give it a shot. Maybe I'm a little nervous about it. Okay. Oh. Okay, the crunchiness isn't bad. The texture's alright. The flavor though. I gotta try and get this down. I have to get one bite of this down. Oh. No, now the crunchiness is getting way too, the juices inside. They're so full of flavor, and I don't like the flavor. It's gross. Okay, so that first bite was not much of a success. Very earthy flavor, like a wet, earthy flavor, which is not super exciting. I don't generally tend to like wetness in my food either. I don't know, something about liquid makes flavor more potent. That's why I often will stick with drier foods, breads, things like that, because it's gonna be what it is every time. When you take the bite, there's not gonna be any wet, gross surprises or anything, Carrot hangs around too. I got pieces stuck in my mouth still. still tasting gross. Don't like that. Maybe I should try and get through a second bite here. I spit out the first one. It wasn't a good sign, but I gotta keep at it. I'm not gonna get better at eating these foods if I don't keep trying. That's part of what this channel is about, is trying to just, overcome some of the challenges I'm dealing with. Bite number 2, carrot. Maybe I'll take like half a bite this time because that first bite didn't go so well, where I tried to eat the whole thing. So this way, if it doesn't go as well, I don't have to just spit the whole thing out again. Surely I can get half a bite down, right? Anyways, bite number 2. Okay. Hey, check it out, I did it. Okay, the second bite that time around, like I knew what I was getting into that time. I was a bit more mentally prepared for what I was about to get, and as a result, it didn't catch me quite as off guard, so I was able to actually chew that down and get through it. Still can't say I really enjoyed the taste, but it was a little itty bit better the second time. Still not great. Okay, so I've cut a third medallion up here now, because something my partner told me is that apparently carrot goes well with ranch dressing. I'm kind of using it as a dip, like those, blue cheese type displays you see on people's tables at parties and stuff. The kind of thing that people with ARFID generally avoid like the plague. Okay. That was good. Oh. Not bad. Actually, no. Maybe I just like the ranch. I didn't really appreciate the carrot there. Ranch dip is good. I don't really have a lot of ranch dip. That's pretty good. The carrot wasn't great, but at least I was able to get it down because of that. Like that did help quite a bit, I have to admit. I will be revisiting these foods to try them in different manners, trying different formats, the ways people actually generally eat them more. I know most people don't just grab a carrot and chew it. This is about establishing a baseline right now for a lot of these foods because I have such a little experience with them that I really need to just kind of set the bar. That way we can go up from there and learn how to enjoy them. But step 1 is just learning what they taste like, as is. Overall impression, the color's not too bad. The texture was decent, I have to admit. Compared to some vegetables I've been trying here and some fruits, it wasn't too wet. It was crunchy. It's predictable right through, uniform. It has the same kind of texture right through, which I love. Not that I love the carrot, but I do love the fact that the texture remained the same. Like, changing textures in the food is not something I tend to go for. I'll say it time and again on here, people with ARFID do not like surprises in their food. I like when things are predictable, uniform, same every time. And what I do like about the carrot is that when I'm looking through it, when I'm biting through it and chopping it up and stuff, the middle doesn't change too much. That's a good thing for me. The smell, yeah, it's not too bad. It's actually a decent little smell. It could be a lot worse. It doesn't put me off eating a carrot. The taste of a carrot, on the other hand, does put me off of it. I don't really find that a very appealing taste. Just eating it raw, it's okay. Can't say I really liked it, but I did dislike it. Maybe it was actually okay. You know what? I did dislike it. I spit out that first bite. The second bite, I got it down, but it doesn't mean that I really enjoyed it or anything. Compared to some of the foods I've tried, I actually look forward to coming back and giving this another shot with some different flavors and some different context for it. Maybe trying it in some other meals. Maybe try making a salad one day or something like that. Not that I like salads, but I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to grow here. Well, thank you for joining me today. That was carrots. This is uARFIDwhatueat. We were trying things out today. Hope you had a good time. I guess I did. Carrot could have been worse, So, but yeah, thank you for joining me. I hope you have yourselves a great day, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.